Hello, Destroyer of Worlds here. This is Time Rift, soloing it, max difficulty, difficulty 7, Ophnum Lance from the Ruins, and I use my shields. Let's get right into it. So this particular map right here almost always has 2 books. Kill order, in my opinion, is books and then werewolves. So the books will constantly spawn monsters and just overrun you if you don't kill the book quick enough. And the werewolves can pretty much jump all the way across the entire map, and when they hit you, they slow you. Slow you enough that all the rest of the creatures can just come and finish you off. Let's see if I make sure I didn't miss anything. Check my map real quick, make sure it's not going backwards. And here we go. This. Try to get a good angle here. This board right here. You look, see if this is red. If this is red, it means there's a mini boss. And what happens is, as soon as you go up this on the first stair, it spawns the rest of the monsters. So you just stay down here and just kill the mini boss from below. After it's dead, then you go up and spawn the rest of the monsters and kill them. This time there was no mini boss, so there's always a book at the top. Go up, kill the book. A lot of times I kind of actually like just fighting from the top, so I'll run all the way to the top. And it kind of tunnels all the monsters, so they need to kind of come together to get up to you. Also on this board right here, we don't worry about going to the sides. We just go right up the middle, and we look over the edge here. We look for the chest. There's almost always a chest down here. There's one. Break it from the top. And I find it easier grabbing the loot from right here on the side. I can just grab it from the edge. I grab all the loot that's down there. And it was only one red apple. Let's go on. This map here, quickly just run up the stairs. Don't worry about the monsters at the bottom. Because you get around this corner, and then you can just hit the monsters at the bottom, and they need to run all the way to get you. And then just continue on up the stairs. Slime, difficulty 7, again, slow you a lot. For this next part, coming up the stairs, we don't run in this first room here. You always go to the top, and you run at the angle to make it up here, which will lead to the chest, which usually is guarded by 1 or 2 wizards. But there's almost always a chest up here. There's one wizard. Knock that out. Get your chest loot here. Casey gave us a key. Extra loot that drops here. I'll throw it down for the other people running with me. In this case, again, I'm soloing, so just take it. Run to the top. And there's always 4 wolves. I'm actually going to take a quick second. If you're going backwards through this map, you got to run back to go grab a chest at the bottom or whatnot. If you do it this way instead of running down the stairs, just come over to the edge, hang on the edge here, and you drop down all the way here, and you're back at the beginning. Just wanted to show you that quick way to get down, because it's all... Dungeons are all about time. Run them over and over again and get those boss coins. Get your boss books. So I have all the boss weapons, and I also have the 2 ionic edges from Time Rift, the daggers, maxed out, plus 15 each, with good abilities on them. So the right one I have set for throwing damage and the 80% dash and recharge, and the left one I have set for melee. And so I'm just dashing through the dungeon, throwing, and if I ever run out of dashes, then I just melee once, and it automatically recharges my dashes on my ionic edges. So if you're soloing, you just fly through the dungeon. And when I do that, I usually use my Stygian shield from library on my back to protect myself on the end boss. Just doing that tactic. Dash up here, up. dashes are a little fun. Creatures here, like this wither jarnish. Go. Try to make it up there, Dean. Come on. There we go. This particular board almost always, again, has a chest in it. You need a... You can do the little glitch where you put your back to the gate and you can like morph yourself through the gate. Or just do it the normal way that you're supposed to. Run at the top, drop down here, and here's our chest. Not blue, but it usually gives decent stuff in there. Look at my map again, make sure I'm going the right way. Yep, gotta jump on top again. Check my map here. Missed one way. I'm sure it's going to be my chest. Because this direction usually leads to the boss. Let's see. Yep, it's just a portal on the other side. Again, yep, definitely going to head towards the boss this way. And here, you kill the books, get them out of the way. On these, you actually can just dash through all of this, so you don't need to use the portals. Dashing it actually is a little quicker. So this one's a harder dash, but you can make it. Dash over there, grab the stuff. But here we go. Moving on. Okay. So also on Time Rift, a lot of groups have difficulty on this, and it was running 4 people. It usually doesn't drop a lot of apples for you. So what you do in 4-man groups on here, if you're having difficulties, is you don't eat your apples. When someone is low on health, you just jump over the edge and kill yourself, and your teammate revives you, and you have 3/4 your life again. So you keep your apples, pretty much just keep as many apples as you can for the boss. So just when absolutely needed, pretty much. No skeleton back into the ground. So this board here always spawns a books up here, usually 2, and this one's have to fit again, or good. And there's almost always a chest up here. Don't forget about this chest. And there it is. It's gonna give me a red apple again. It's gonna be boss next. Unfortunately, I have no attack rate, which is the #1 thing you want on this boss. Definitely attack rate. Got a bunch of red apples. But here we go. No, we actually get lucked out. Let me get a chest. It's the boss room. Mini boss having. So again, if you step on the stair here, as soon as I go down on the next stair, it's going to summon the rest of the monsters. Stay at the top, kill the mini boss. After it's dead, then down. Here's our key. We get a golden apple. Here comes everything else. Here's something really funny. Here he is. Now these little blue flying things, if you don't know, they're kind of like traps. You walk near them, or when you attack it from afar, it spawns them out like 1, I think sometimes 2 monsters. Like a little monster trap is what it is. One of our chests have 2 keys. So whether I'm running just by myself or 4 people, my ideal setup for this boss is 3 attack fruit, 3 deep fruit, 1 revive, 1 green potion. After that, then I'll carry by hand another golden potion. As I fight the boss, I'll explain what I'm doing with each of those, a little bit more detail. Which I'm sure this is probably boss or close to the boss. Yep, there's our boss already. If you didn't know, also you can just drop your map and you can go back and grab 2 apples I have no attack fruit. I probably haven't. I'm gonna go back, had an extra key. I am gonna run back, fill up my inventory, just in case. I think that's it. There we go. And moving on to the boss. Alright. So I don't, at this difficulty 6 and 7s, bombs pretty much almost do nothing to the bosses and stuff. But I want to flip my map around here, just first person. So what you can do on this boss also, it's a really cool thing. You get on here, and as soon as you get on the portal, you hold back, keep holding back, and you land on the lower section down there, and then you just attack the boss from behind. I'm not going to do that soloing right now because I just want to show you how it normally works from the top. But you can get, when you're down there, the only thing he can do is hit you with his chains. So it's pretty cool. Other tactics people do is they'll climb up on the side here, and they'll stay on the side even when he breaks the floor. The big issue, though, is always the third phase when he freezes time. Well, if you're on the side, when he freezes time, what you want to do is just, when you're still on top, eat a blue potion and drop a green potion on yourself. And then you just live through the damage, and you can just keep attacking the boss. That's if you do the top there. We're not doing that. We are going to fight this boss. Make sure my camera is still following me. It is. So again, I will call out what I normally do if I had the right stuff. So right as I land, I would take an attack fruit and a defense fruit. And here's where your shield definitely helps you. I have, again, 200% reflect on my shield. Another 20% holding it up. My shield is the best. But actually with that reflex, as he attacks you, you step backwards. That's what I'm doing here. When he attacks, I'm backstepping. So his swords hit my shield more. Pushing second phase. Here's where you dash. You get to the wall. Moving in second phase. Stay on the wall so you don't take the damage. Here again, I'm going to drop down. So here again, if you have it, you take another defense and you take another attack. So this would be a second defense, second attack, same thing. You're backstepping as you attack. If you're running with 4 people and he does a chains, unless it's your player doing the most damage, you don't want to break the chain. Okay, he's up on the second time. Now here's the parry. This is why I carry 2 shields. Parry reflected all that damage back to him. Now here again is attack and defense fruit. I take it again right now after the parry. And what happens here is I'll drop my green potion because he's going into the time freeze. Drop my green potion and I just burn him to damage. The defense and the green potion will keep me alive. Whether I need to stop moving or I need to keep moving, 1 defense, 1 green potion, and the boss is dead. Oop, I hit my thing there. Might not have saw the very end because my camera moved. 1. And we get our loot. Yay, and that's Time Rift. So again, the group killer is that third phase. He floats up into the air for that, third time. And it used to have words underneath him. It used to be huge words underneath him that pretty much told you you need to stop moving or you need to constantly move. What happens is it's a 50-50. Let me grab this so it's not loud. It's a 50-50. If it's either you need to stop moving or you keep taking damage, so you stay still, or you need to constantly move or you'll take damage. And I say you need to constantly move. So, but in nowadays though, it's the way he holds his hands. One is you need to stop moving, and the other is you need to constantly move. But again, at the level I'm at, and other groups I'm sure can easily do it too, even though you're not max level 50. Same thing. 1 blue. When he goes up into the time freeze, eat a blue potion, eat your attack fruit, and drop. Eat your blue defense fruit, eat your attack fruit, and drop a green potion on yourself, and just burn the boss through the damage. Just burn the boss down, and you'll get him. If you end up on this boss and you only have 1 attack and 1 defense fruit, that third phase is the time to use it. As soon as he slams down on you, that's when you use your apples. And that's how you beat Time Rush, boss. That's it. Again, Story of Worlds. Have fun.